Monday night in Kansas City. And Arrowhead ready to roar as the Chiefs try to climb back to their familiar spot of late, the top of the division. A spot held by the Denver Broncos last year, as these two division rivals in the AFC West open the 2026 season.
Bill Bucks to kick off for the Broncos.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Kansas City taking on division rivals, division champs from last year. Denver, what a way to start the Monday night season. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. Throw here down the field. It was ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jeffrey Bossa there to bring him down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nix from the gun on third down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
26 yards.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1.
Will Lutz to kick off for the
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. Loading up. Launching downfield. They got it, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf. And it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop. And it sets up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs extend their lead to 10-6.
It's a good way to start the season, right? Like it's like in golf. It's always nice to see that first putt roll in, and here his first field goal attempt of the year, right through the uprights.
On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throw it. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. Crawshaw on to punt. The kick is away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Going up top for Evans. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception, it just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Harvey. And nothing doing here. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On fourth down, here's Nix. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. 1st and 10 now from the 36. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
Down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So quarter 1 in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. 10-6 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Shaq Thompson comes up with the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Dobbins. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
2 yards on the play.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll give it to Dobbins, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And he rumbles his way into the end. The fumble recovery. And Butker on for the extra point. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Mahomes on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It is uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down.
6-yard line.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's first and 10.
Like the old adage, strategy, run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Believe it or not, Mike, this is actually the way modern defenses are designing their system. They're trying to force offenses to go the long way. Don't give up explosives, and then try to compete for field goals in the red zone. So not only is this offense able to sustain possession and maintain the ball, but when you come away with touchdowns, it's just backbreaking for these defenses.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And for a team that didn't show a whole lot of fight in this first half, Mike, that's a heck of a way to start quarter number 3. Oftentimes, when the offense or the defense finds themselves struggling, it's the special teams that light a fire into these guys. And I'll tell you, that's a heck of a return to give this offense.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks. And I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass. But if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. There's nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 6-yard line.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big play after being backed up. 55 yards on the game. 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. Short pass, taken in by Kelsey.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. That is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, KC. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 24, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
See what they have for 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Broncos. Back to throw is Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First down throw, Mahomes going up top for Evans. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Second down and
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
First down away to the 26-yard line, and here's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. He's hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
A first down throw for Nix. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
First down, Broncos.
They run on the jet sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. The RPO, that one is complete. And he won't get away. Good overfield tackle there to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On fourth down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. And back deep is Marvin Mims. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down, Denver.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be second down. To throw is Nix. Forced out wide. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Nick's gonna throw for it. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Man in motion is Ingram. They'll begin here on the ground. J.K. Dobbins. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 13. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On the give, it's Smith. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Flush to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That is caught left side by Waddle. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 48.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Ingram. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business in the 2026 opener, and he is back. Patrick Mahomes returns, and the happy days return for the moment at Arrowhead. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL